Hey guys, this is actually the last video before the second anniversary hits and the assassination collab dog shit is finally over. Like, I can't believe it. Makes me so happy and so hyped that it feels really like breaking free from chains and be able to play Reversee1999 again and not some bootleg shit. Oh, it makes me so unbelievably happy, but I mean, whatever. If you're just half excited as I am, you will have an absolute blast. But let's kick off the video. Let's sort all the content that we will get in version 2.8 for the second anniversary by date. Starting off with the banners and of course with day 1, which is September 19th. Nautica will be our first banner and we will have a free 10 pull thanks to a decathlon that we will be able to obtain right on day 1. Then we also get the access to the Euphoria banner here, featuring Ezra, Regulus, Semmelweis, Jessica, Melania and Medicine Pocket. Keep in mind that the Euphoria updates themselves are Jessica, Semmelweis, Regulus and Lucy. Take note that Lucy will not be part of the Euphoria banner herself. Then, last but not least, we also get access on day 1 for the promise of the water banner. Here, if you don't have Fatutu, you pull for Fatutu. This banner is a create your own banner kind of thing where you can choose any character except for limiteds, Hisabeth and Keparina to pull for. Since we just talked about the banners, I would want to mention that you get the character Ulrich for free also on day 1. Now let's talk about some events that we get. We will have the main story chapter 10 called Paradise Regained. By completing this main story chapter 10 Paradise Regained, you will get access to the free character Buddy Fatfuck. And we will have the character story for Nautica. Additionally, there will be a new gameplay mode introduced called Pre-Storm Protocol. You can already see this here. This is about survival and exploration. You will be on a map similar to the maps that we have in the gameplay mode The Three Doors, where here we will have to save ourselves from a storm that is approaching and fulfill different quests. Then we have a bunch of different garments that we can obtain. We have one for Lucy, one for the twins Sleep, which we will be able to obtain later on for free. A skin or garment, as they called in this game, for Recoleta, for Keparina, for Ulrich, and the Battle Pass garment will belong to Jessica. Let's check out the prices for these skins real quick. Here they are. The Lucy skin called the Queen's Game is gonna cost you 15 bucks, which equals to 1680 crystal drops. The Knight of La Mancha, which is the Recoleta garment, will cost you 10 bucks, which equals to 1080 crystal drops. The same price goes for the Ulrich garment called A Glimpse of the Cosmos. Then we have the skin for Keparina, which will cost you 7 bucks. That equals 880 crystal drops. Additionally, the past garments will return. There are skins for Regulus, Jessica, Voyager, and so on and so forth. If you want to take a look at what skins for what characters will return, you have the list right here on your screen. You can pause or go into game and check it for yourself. The Jessica garment will of course be part of the battle pass called Raw Jukebox, and this, as always, will cost you 10 bucks to obtain. There is a little bit more to these garments, because as you can see here, that whenever you would buy crystal drops, you would obtain double the amount for one time only that you would normally gain. And also we will get a coupon here called Cut to Fit, and this will reduce the price for a garment by 365 crystal drops. That would lead to you, for example, having to pay only, quote unquote, only 10 bucks for the Lucy garment instead of 15 bucks. So there you go. And there's one more fun thing that we will have access to, and this will be a garment display. So if you are collecting or you already possess a lot of garments, you will have a nice and fancy way to actually showcase your garments, which is, for some people that have a lot of garments, quite fun, I guess. Then, of course, everything that I just said is on day one. Also on day one, there will be a bunch of just login events where you just log in and you get some goodies, okay? I won't mention all of them here, would just simply be useless. There is something that I want to mention though, and this is this one right here, new login rewards for total sign-ins for 500 days. So the more days you've logged in, the more and the better rewards you're gonna receive. The best thing to mention here is that you get a new incantation text float if you logged in for 500 days in total. Then we have this stupid greetings from the suitcase event coming back, where you have to invite new players, and the more new players you will invite, the more clear drops you will earn. This can be a maximum of 300 clear drops earned. So these players, by the way, they have to be new players. So what this basically means is that you will have to ask players, right? We will have to be a bunch of people, or you can do this with just 2 people as well. We will create new, let's say, right, I create a new account and you invite this new account of mine to this suitcase thing. You will get clear drops, and we repeat this process until you obtained 300 clear drops in total, and then you will create new accounts that I invite to the suitcase, and we continue this process until I also have obtained 300 clear drops. And this is how fucking stupid this event is. It was annoying, and last time I didn't even bother with it, but here it is. Then we will have a new pack for the wilderness, as we always get, and of course new packs for the shop, which we will go over when they actually released. Now there's one more thing that we get on day one, and of course I saved the very best and most important thing for last, and that is that we will get a free portrait for the character Matilda. And that was it for day 1, September 19th. Now we move on to the 22nd of September, which means we will get a new tiny little update for Reveries in the Rain. That simply means that the Star of Misfortune will get her Manifest Analysis 2 stage. Same for the Primitive Urge. He will also get a Manifest Analysis 2 stage. The Voyages of Volatility will also reset for the first time in the 2nd anniversary on September 22nd. Then on September 23rd we will get an event called A Letter from No Man's Land. This I think will also just be a login event, which will give you 400 clear drops in total. On the 24th we get a Kanjira anecdote called Away from Home. Then September 25th is actually hype. We get a new event here called A Pirate's Guide to Lab Disasters. I don't know what this is, but the rewards are pretty good because we get 500 clear drops in total and some keys of thought here. Let me just read the event intro. It says, after obtaining good idea through daily consumption of Stamina, you can explore the experiments and obtain borrowed key, which can be used to search the lab's warehouse for materials and rewards. When experiment progress reaches 100%, you can obtain limited collectible Regulus record player prototype. That's it. Why this is actually hype? Because also on September 25th, Critter Crash makes its return with an update, and we will now be able to play with Olimos. Critter Crash is one of my favorite events of all time. Honestly, it contests even for spot number 1. This is one of the best things Reverse1999 has ever done, and I'm glad they let it return at its 2nd anniversary. I'm so hyped for this, I can't wait to play it. And there we go. Here, by the way, by playing this a little bit, you don't really have to grind it out or something like I will, but you can obtain yourself the game-breaking ultimate juicer garment for the twins sleep that no one cares about, that no one ever plays, and the developers spend their workforce on and completely and utterly waste their time instead of actually developing something for the game that the game actually needs. But hey, a free garment! Then on the 1st of next month we will get access to our portrait selector. Talked about this in the most deep detail possible, more deep than anyone else on YouTube did, so you know exactly what to do here. And also on the same date the Lucy banner will actually drop, so there you go, right? Talked about this as well, so you also know what to do here. Then moving on to the 9th of next month, this is where the Muldia banner will drop. She will of course come together with her character story called A Moment on the Wide Expanse. And that's it, right? I forgot to mention something that we get on day 1 on September 19th, and this is the souvenir of companionship. You know which characters to gain from, what has the most value here. So that's about the video, guys. You now know all the content that drops and on which date it actually drops. In case you forget something, then you can just rewatch the video and to find out what drops when. And that's about it, guys. I hope that was fun and informative. If you like Reverse1999 content in general, please consider leaving a follow on my channel, I would really appreciate it. But until next time, don't forget to join the Discord server, take care of yourselves, have a great day, and we love this game.